Yeah, it's about to be over soon. This video is about Ye.
My parents, for some reason, they look and sound different. Like Kim and Kanye.
Hold on.
Hi, Charlotte.
Obama! I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare.
Yo.
In the flesh, Walt Disney.
They motherfucking made the Twix double the size trying to make us fat. We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
This is Kanye West, rapper, fashion designer, billionaire, a public figure that doesn't need any introduction at this point. But
Yay, bitch.
in case if you haven't heard of music before, let me introduce you a little bit. Kanye West is an acclaimed rap musician, started in the late 90s, producing tracks for people like D. Dot and Foxy Brown. Then later on in the year 2000, he started to work with Jay-Z's label, Rockefeller Nation, signing with them as a producer, producing for Zedd and other label artists. But Ye was looking at the bigger picture. During this time, he was going around trying to get signed as a rapper, but labels ain't take him seriously, cause he ain't portray a gangster image in his raps. So nobody trying to sign him. But Rock ain't trying to lose him, so they signed him as a rapper instead. Kanye then starts to work on his debut album, The College Dropout, gets into a car accident, makes a song about it. It becomes a hit when he drops the album, then he makes Jesus, and then the rest is history. There. Was that informative? That was so half-assed. I don't know, I got all that from Wikipedia. Kanye West is famous because he released some albums that made people go, woo! And released some clothes that made people go, woo! And said some things that made people go, ugh. While some other people reacted like, woo! Kanye is a difficult person to understand, and he's even more difficult to relate to. Like his fans, which I have the displeasure to being one of them. And if you're new here, hello, hi, I go by D. And if you look through some older videos, I got this man's meat in my mouth. But I haven't made a video on him for quite some time. 2 years, damn! And a lot has been done and said by this man since that time off. He's released a new album, he's released a new wife, and he has said some things that have not had the public look at him too greatly, other than these two kind of people. And I have thoughts and opinions on these like any other person, but I wanted to wait until, like, you know, new music dropped. I thought like him saying all these things was just gonna be like a passing thing, you know. I didn't want to be like, you know,
I knew he was gonna drop.
Trendy on the top. And I feel like I've grown more, you know. I have one ball in my stomach instead of two, so I will have a better, more mature adult opinion on Kanye now. So in this video, I wanted to talk about my thoughts and understandings of Kanye's most popular statements, and also his new music, of course, and how his statements have affected his old, new, and future music, and how I feel about being a Kanye fan still. And I've told you, I've grown
Stump up in him.
more, bro. I've grown. And as long as I'm not talking about these albums, then I shouldn't ride too much. Now, Kanye has stated many things within the past recent times as of late. He has said he loves his family. Aww. He said he loves God. And he said he loves food, man. He's just relatable. But he's also spread his love to some less deserving people. And I thought that was a little weird. You know, out of everybody who's ever lived, you gotta say him. This ain't Quiplash. You ain't gotta say the most controversial answer to get more votes on your side. But he's Christian. You know, maybe he's in that everyone is someone to love, I have no enemies type beat, you know?
Man, we don't get out there villainous.
I've seen it before with peeps I know. He's just trying to have a pure of heart and
I'm a bit sleepy tonight. But when I wake up, I'm going to DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is, I can't be actually, because black people are actually Jews. You guys have totally with me and try to blackball everyone who goes to Virginia.
Oh no, maybe he mentioned them because of a different reason? Oh, what? Who's his presidential campaign manager? Let me do a little bit of research on them. Oh. I remember the media having a field day with Kanye because of this. Bro is saying stuff that should never leave the game chat. He ain't never said nor done something as egregious before. So as a Kanye fan, I was stressing. People kept pointing, saying, this your mans, and all I could say is, Not even Kanye fans were able to conduct a BS claim like, he ain't mean it like that. He meant that African Hitler guy, yeah?
Adolf Hitler, you monk. Damn.
damn. Nah, all we had was graduation. He made graduation. And for most fans, that was more than a good enough cope. But not as much for me, cause I'm used to Ye saying crazy stuff, but not this crazy. Like, I love Adam Sandler movies. I can't have him disrespect another GOAT like that. Plus, doing all this, combined with all that teasing for Donda 2 to never officially drop, a little annoying. And with me thinking all this, I still bump all his past music. Nothing had me stumped of that. I still thought it was goated. Just maybe some lyrics aren't as relatable anymore.
What he said?
I still thought it was goated. Just maybe some lyrics aren't
Damn, these niggas got me. I hate these niggas more than a Nazi.
as relatable anymore. I just wanted him to get better. And what I didn't want was his new mindset to leak into lyrics of his future music, you know. That would be bad. Plus, he since watched 21 Jump Street and no longer hates Jewish people. And released an apology, all in Hebrew, on his Instagram. And you know how internet apologies always get forgiven no matter what. Maybe we can all move
Not EDP.
on past this bad episode. So now he's dropped Vultures after a million listening parties and a trilogy for the album being announced
What?
that may or most likely not happen.
There's nothing.
The album actually dropped and the internet reacted. They went nuts. Every comment section in TikTok I've seen was, oh, this is album of the year. This is awesome. Best thing Kanye released this decade. I would bend over for Ye. While
What?
critics were like, meh, which made Kanye stands ride even harder. Like, I have never seen something so critically and audientially split since,
That nigga had the Yeezy gear for $20 though.
well, most modern day MCU movies. But put aside these opinions, what do I, modern day Nostradamus to the modern world, feels about the album?
Hoes on me.
I thought it was alright. Let me start with this. I think the production on this album is great. Almost every song on here delivers an instrumental to write home about. Back to Me, the drums on that track are just Kanye in the back of Peg going makes me feel I'm walking inside a scene in a nightclub directed by Sam Levinson. In a good way. And Problematic's instrumental is just wow. And I can say this for almost every track. In my opinion, the production goes past both JIK and overall Donda. I love the production in this album. Now, unfortunately, I have to move on to the lyrics, which I think is the major detriment for this album. And Kanye is the reason for that. Like I said, I love Problematic's
Yo, man.
instrumental. It's beautiful. But the lyrics on that is like,
When I was 15, my soulmate wasn't born yet. African king in a different time. We got multiple wives too, just at different times. Picture this in every room, got a different bitch. Don't that make a porno? Maybe a po nigga miss?
keep a few Jews on staff now. I'm Ian Kelly, bitch. I'm Bill Cosby, bitch. I'm Puff Daddy Rich. That's me too, rich. When I was 15, my soulmate wasn't born yet. I'm not racist. It's a preference. Slow down. You're on your way to an overdose. Pussy's text getting way too emotional. That shit goes hard. What am I talking about? And his verse on Back to Me, I have to admit, it's at least funnily bad.
Yo.
But I cannot say the rest on the other bad lyrics. And when he's not talking about his controversies, he's talking about status, women, God, you know, some normal Kanye topics. But Kanye,
Ever since I've been with Kim, anything feels possible.
for me at least, on these songs sounds a little half-baked, like he not really trying lyric-wise. I feel like he has the mindset that he's proved what he's proved and said what he said, and he's so big at this point, everyone will listen anyway. Not saying that's what he's really thinking,
I am pretending.
but it feels like that. Because Kanye is always having like an infectious flow, catchy, showing so much charisma and personality, even when the lyrics are goofy. Now they're quotable for the wrong reason. And as much as I would love to believe this Reddit post saying there's deeper meaning to the Alvin and the Chipmunk lyrics, I just don't think it's true. And even though these lyrics are pretty they rarely completely ruin the song for me. Like on Fuck Something. The song still goes hard. And the features on this album go crazy. Freddie did his thing, not Dirk. Northwest did great. She definitely got Drake's kid running for his money and making X's kid sweat bullets for his
Going down.
release, because you know he eventually gonna do it too. Of course, Cardi, My Cardi. If there's a heaven on earth, I've heard it. Cause him on Carnival combined with that godly instrumental. Chef's kiss.
Glaze.
Oh, and Ty Dolla $ign was there too. So what do I think on everything overall, you know, the album and trying to understand Kanye? Well, the album may have its ups and downs, good songs and bad songs, and overall bad Kanye lyricism. Oh, it was okay. I definitely love the production of this album, and it's definitely the
Yo, bro.
Kanye lyricism. Oh, it was okay. I definitely love the
Why did they Carnival by Kanye West, but it's Fortnite? What?
production of this album is definitely the main reason why I keep coming back to it. But the lyrics, or at least mostly Kanye's lyrics, have already aged badly on release. I don't know how replayable this album will be a year from now. Maybe even Jesus is King will be more replayable. I don't know. And when talking about trying to understand Kanye, I could discuss how Kanye's lyrics and statements can negatively affect the Jewish community, feeding the racist minds of bigots and the impressionable youth, with him repeatedly bringing up and low-key bragging about his anti-Semitic remarks and how terrible it is of him to do that. But, check out this cool monkey. Yeah, I love Kanye and I still love his music as a fan, but like I'm done defending him as a person. And in the case of Vultures 1, a musician too. I just hope he get better mentally, man, and also hire some ghostwriters for Vultures 2 and 3. And I'll still be a fan, but I don't think I'm gonna be standing no more, bro. Don't get me wrong, I'm still for separating art from the artist. I still apply that for Kanye. But when an artist puts their controversial thoughts in their music and bragging about it, like what Kanye does in King, the argument kinda fizzle out. It's
Damn.
too much work. Especially now, what am I defending? A few good beats and Cardi? I mean, I know that's all a man really needs, but come on. And don't get me wrong, I'm still ride or die, bro. I literally went to the New York listening party, bro. No nosebleed seats. I barely saw anything, but I still loved it. I'm still riding. It's just that I arrived at my stop. And I'm willing to get back on when Kanye finally gets his stuff together. Or if Vultures 2 and 3 so happen to be better than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's the only ways. I'ma still stick my nose in his beans if he says something stupid again. That's just the part of me that can't mind his business. Everybody has that. Anyways, I've been yapping too much. 21 Savage's album is the best album of the year so far, and Yeat's album's also better. And in conclusion,
Nothing shame.
She ride it like a carnival. Bend her over, have a flashlight. She gonna eat me up like a carnivore.